Do I have storage? Let me actually check. I have about 9 GB. And I don't have anything to talk about. And I feel like going to the loo. Man, let me actually complete this recording this. Let me go today actually, let me go to the waterfalls. I'm heading over there by the way. I feel like okay, I need to do something different today. So see you then actually. Alright, bye. So I was just wondering why I hope the audio is very clear because I'm in around a waterfall, so there's so much moving waters. So these are things that I've been postponing for the longest time, and I feel like okay, I need to just execute it. I wanted to come here and do something for myself. It's like spiritual cleansing, and even now fulfillment of some desires. And the only way that I could have executed that, or I wanted to project my desire through nature. I've come to understand that nature is actually very connected. Okay, I was actually wondering why I'm so bright. The camera is actually very bright. It's because yesterday I disabled the night light, like the night. What is it? Yeah, the reading mode where the screen is just brown as it is, or even brown as it's supposed to be. So I decided, okay, let me not there are these girls who are moving. Let me actually record them. Okay, look at them. They want to jump. They have moved from this stone. They are now moving to the other side, and there is a river between. Okay, they want to jump. They are still is it negotiating whether to jump or not? Okay, look at them. Hey. It's the waters. So yeah, they are laughing off because of the of the fun in it. I know she's a first year. This one is a first year. And I can tell from far someone if they are a first years or second years or something. So let me just mind my own business. So I'm here for a reason. I just felt like I can't record the diary or where I am used to recording it. I felt like doing things different, and it is actually after okay, I have this voice that always guides me on what to do and when to do it. And at any moment, I won't actually block that voice. I want to hear everything that has got to do, that is telling me to just okay, whatever it is telling me, I usually do it because I know that it's not my voice. Those are not my words. This is someone else. No, not someone else. This is my intuition guiding me, and most of the time, it's very. I find that most of the time it's actually very right. Okay. So trying to assume that it's not right, will result you to having doubts. You must always trust your instincts. I know I'm here for a reason, and that reason I don't know. Maybe I'm here to meet a person that I'm supposed to get to greet them, at least know them a little bit, and then later it's when things will just happen. Yeah, we meet destiny connectors in I don't want to say extraordinary ways, but in ways that you cannot understand. Yeah, it's you who has not. Okay, and since every day you pray for your destiny connectors, you don't know how they'll come into your life. Okay, so you have got to trust that voice, because essentially you are trusting God each and every time. And once you are connected to God and you ask Him of everything, synchronicities will happen to you all of the time. So I'm here to talk about something else. Okay, I'm here to project. I honestly don't know what to talk about by day today. Okay, I don't know what to talk about. Man. So there's this song that I've been listening to. By Don Williams. I hope my day will be. I don't know. Let me just check it. I don't know if I don't want to play the song because I don't want it to be censored or even given a copyright strike for that matter. So I just want to be careful not to, but let me just mention the name. Lord, I hope this day is good by Don Williams. So what is happening? Oh, I've been using two apps, that's why the camera is a bit hanging. So you understand that Don Williams is a person who talks about life, a day. And in this song, as I've listened to it, I've actually downloaded it today, actually, for that matter. Today I said, you know what, I'm tired of I'm just tired, because I had now my current roommate playing the song, and I was like, by the way, that song is so good. I listened to whatever the singer was saying, and I was like, my goodness, I think this is just a good song. It is just good. The song is very good. So it said that, you know what, why don't I do something why don't I do something? Why don't I get the song for myself, because I know where to get it, and start listening to it. So was it yesterday or even the day before yesterday? I think it was the day before. It might be yesterday or something. I said, actually, I caught some lyrics. Okay, I not caught, but it's like I crammed the lyrics in my mind. I said, I think that song is amazing, so I listened to it, because this guy is used to listening to a lot of country music. So and I said this yesterday, whenever you are near some people who do some things, you are likely to do things as they do them, because you are basically interacting with their frequency, so it's likely that you get into that frequency. So that being said, you understand that the songs that he listens to, I'm likely also to be listening to, and my subconscious will always be downloading that. That's the matter of that's a fact. That's a fact that you can't deny. Now, so you've got to know how to tap into that. But you've got to know how. So you know how to tap into that. So you need now to. I can now do something. Okay, what essentially that is doing is just downloading everything from, it will be downloading everything. Yeah, it will be downloading whatever activity is happening. Remember, the subconscious is always aware of whatever is happening around. Like, I have come here to interact with nature, so I'm likely to download all the information that is here. Like, I start now looking at nature in a certain way, in a certain perspective. Like, God is great, God is amazing, which is actually very true. What that will be doing, I start asking questions. How did this stone, the stone behind me, this stone came into being? Once I start asking such questions and now start looking for answers, what that will be doing is just subconsciously something will just be registering. You start appreciating nature as it is. There are big rocks here. Yeah. So yeah, that will remind you that nature isn't just nature. Nature is just the characteristics, or should I say, it's just God. As raw as it sounds, as bare as it is just that way. So I said to myself, okay, why don't I do this? So I have fallen in love with some country music, and that is actually one of the songs that I had, and I had to get it. So this is what the song says. No, Lord, I know that I'm not a righteous man. Okay, I'm not a righteous man, and I'm asking you to give me, is it hope or even grace, so that I can go about my day knowing very well that everything is catered for. Yeah. So that's the whole point of he's now. It's like a prayer. This song it's just like a prayer. Lord, I hope that this day is amazing, and I'm not a righteous man, but I hope this is just going to be a good day for me. Lord, I hope you'll understand. Okay, essentially that is what is happening. And while listening to this song, I realized, wow, as humans, we tend to take each and every day as it's like a normal day. Yeah, to you it's very normal, but to someone else the same day is just torture, a day of torture. Yeah, it is just torture to someone else. So by the way, as humans, I have actually realized right now that we take a day for granted. Like, each and every day that you wake up, you forget that to you it is very normal, but to someone else it is just a day, another day of yeah, many things. And you have got to appreciate the fact that this day wasn't just made for us, it was made for, it is a gift that is given to any living thing, or even us. Let me just focus on human beings, to just be the best version of ourselves and even fulfill the purpose that brought us to this earth. The very reason, the core reason for our existence on this in this day is our purpose. The reason I'm still here, I'm still breathing, is our purpose. And now God has given me grace to be here, so that I do something. At the end goal, I'll achieve my dreams, or even not my dreams, but my purpose. Now, with that being said, so this is now the final day that I'm going to plan everything, the content ideas. So I'm supposed to list I don't know. I don't want to mess myself up at 100 ideas. Those are too much. Why don't I challenge myself to 50 days? 50 days, where will I be in 50 days to come? How many content videos will I have done? At least I'll have done 100 videos for myself. That is for Maxim Felix. This is my now TikTok page. Talking about Excel, just Excel content. Data analytics by Excel. And I am speaking, and I'm sure by the 50th video, I am very sure that I will be speaking like a professional, like someone who knows what to do. Okay, but that has to start with that first video, which I did yesterday. I recorded yesterday, but it was not technical. I was just talking about the journey starts here, nonsense. I talk a lot, by the way, some useless things, but I'll keep on learning on how to speak, what to speak, and how should I speak it. That is actually what matters. So that being said, it leads me straight to talk about what is going to happen today. So this is actually my third day planning. Yesterday I didn't do anything for that matter. But today I strive to. What are the content ideas for Maxify? Content ideas for Maxim Felix. Now everything will be outlined. How I'm going to be doing it. See, I've already actually planned. I have a plan. So I have a plan of how I'll be delivering it. Kwanza, I asked, or even I so first thing first, I must realize how the content will be delivered. That is the structure of the content. I must first start by answering the why. Why does it concern whoever is watching the video? How is it important, and how can you now in between I start with the story, or I continue the story, or I make up a story. Okay, since I realized that I'm good at stories, creating stories, so I use that as a tool, and then finally go to the how. So I start with the why, a story, and now a how, and then my video will be complete in just about 1 hour, 1 minute, or even 2 minutes. I'll be done with the content. We just make sure that you are using the right words. Of course, that I'll master with time, because often you don't use that technique or even that tactic when I'm recording these diaries. The diaries are a bit not very objective, because they really don't have an audience. The audience is myself. I even don't know whoever will ever watch my videos, my many videos. Like right now, it's about to reach 200 videos, but yeah, that's really not a concern. But I'm really the audience, so I know the logo that I'm supposed to use for myself in the future, because I'm the only one who can understand. So that's the point that I'm trying to make, or even put across. Yeah, the language I have now to tailor it. And since I've been practicing talking a lot in these diaries, I think I won't struggle with flowing with words. I honestly don't know. So what I need to mend for now is just the thinking process. The thinking process has to be why. Every time that I'm talking about anything, why, story, and that is an example for that matter. Okay, it was the other day that I watched these videos from this young man who I respect so much, by the way, because I've learned how he's delivering his points. He's very calm, he's very slow at talking, and very sure, and you are likely that at the end of the video you'll have learned something simply. Yeah, he talks about great things simply, because that's when I learned how to okay, this is how you are supposed to deliver content. But I just watched about 5 videos or something like that, and I was like, I was impressed. But okay, before I was actually ignoring his videos. His videos are quality. Okay, he's teaching about mentorship or even content, something to do is just mastering yourself. But I was just casually ignoring, like I wasn't paying some attention to him. But after he delivered a content about you are supposed to talk in circles, not in lines. Okay, now let me just paint, let me just summarize, or should I say, let me just redescribe what he talked about in that video. So a normal person will be like, I want to talk about this. After this, I come to this. After this, I come to the other thing. And after that one, I talked about thing. So basically, what you are doing is that, yeah, you are talking, you are communicating, you are communicating, but now in a format that the other person doesn't understand. And keep in mind that you are supposed to speak to a person or even give a person an idea or sell an idea to a person, assuming that they don't know anything. They are a 5-year-old kid. So you want to build from the start. What's the basic idea that you want to pass across to the audience? So this is how a normal person will go about it. Let's say I want to describe a tree. Let me just okay, let me use a rock. Let me describe a rock. A normal person will tell you a rock is a hard substance that is made up of elements. Yeah, elements, chemical elements. Point 1. Number 2, it is found everywhere on earth. Yeah. Point number 3, this rock, when it breaks down, it becomes soil. Okay. Tell me more about this rock. Rocks are sometimes, okay, are most of the time used to build houses. Yeah, you have passed a message, but does it really answer the question of what is a rock? So a normal person will just talk like that in lines, like a point gone, a point gone, a point gone, but there is no connectedness. Okay. So let me now talk about, okay, so there's now a proper communication of ideas, and that is talking in circles. So essentially what you have to do is that, 1, draw the bait. Draw, actually not the bait, the main idea of what you are talking about. Or how should I put this? This idea, you project it at your audience, and now what you'll talk about after that will be connected to that. Like, what is a rock? A rock is a hard substance that is made up of that is made up of that is found in nature. Okay. A rock is a collection of many elements combined together, and it forms a rock. And when exposed to adverse weather conditions, it tends to break down to even form soil. And a rock, essentially, when it is chongwad, like it is when a mason comes and chongas, what do you call chonga? Kuchonga. What is called kuchonga in English? And starts to craft, when a sculpture, or even not a sculpture, but let's say a machine someone comes with a machine and cuts the stones and cuts them into boxes or even pieces. square pieces. Those are the rocks are used to now build houses. You see, that makes sense than a person who is telling you a rock is this, a rock is this, a rock is this. Yeah, you have painted the whole picture. And not that I have done anything extraordinary from that. What I've done there is that I've just connected everything. A rock is what you need. After that, it does this. After that, it does this. And yeah, you have talked, but now you keep on referring to the initial idea. But now through not the same words, but other words. Like, I'm not just talking, I'm referring to the first idea using other words. You're not repeating yourself. Repeating yourself is just something that you don't want to mean, because you'll bore your audience. That's something that you will do. You know, essentially, now after watching that video, I came to a conclusion that there's more to this, to what this man is saying. Of course, I had watched some previous videos, only that it wasn't attracting my attention because I wasn't interested in whatever he was saying. I think he was on another subject. I was like, this doesn't make sense to me, so I'm not interested. So it didn't create that hook, so that I can go to his page and scroll and get to know how many other videos he's talking about. And since I was starting content creation, I think he came at the right time. This is the time that this is how I was. You're supposed to project your ideas to your audience. So this is how you are supposed to do it. Okay, I understand. And right now I can appreciate the fact that now I know how I'll be delivering the content. But because I had a desire of becoming a content creator, and that's why it was given to me at this timely time, at this actually very time. Yeah, this just how it works. Your desires will just attract the things that you need, the resources that you need, the people that you need right now. So that is the kind of a person that I needed to tell me how to go about content creation. And considering for me, I don't need to be told everything. I just need to be given an idea of what I'm supposed to do. The rest I'll just figure out. You know, just show me the breadcrumbs and I'll find the bread. Yeah, it's like breadcrumbs. Like you throw them here and you place the bread here. What I'll do is I'll essentially look at these breadcrumbs and I'll like, there's a bread around. I start following it up. I start looking for it until now I find it. That's the kind of a person that I am. You just give me an idea, the rest will just naturally come. I'll just figure out how to complete the equation. I think I'm good at fixing jigsaw puzzles. Jigsaw puzzles. I can effectively do that. So yeah, it all happened that way, and I'm like, all that is happening, and I said that yeah. So as I'm now starting content creation today, I'm supposed to write at least 50 ideas, so that I won't struggle at every day. What can I do today? You know, you must have a plan, a prior plan. You must have seen yourself with that. So you see, you have to keep that in mind. Yeah, I have a feeling that someone is coming here. I had a hard feeling, by the way. I usually know when someone is around and wants to come near me. I can sense energies, by the way. I noted that. I can sense energy every time. Even when, let's say I'm closing my eyes and I'm sitting here, I will know someone is watching me because of that feeling that I'll have at that time. I'll be like, someone is watching me, and I'll open my eyes and I'll see that they are watching me, because right now I'm so aware of my energies that, yeah, so right now I'm so aware of my energies. I'm so aware of my energy that I am able now to note other people's energies. You can read people's energies. That is now, as long as you are so aware of yourself, because you can't do this if you are not aware of your own energies. That's something that you should never underestimate. So I'm looking forward to having a great day, and even now I'm supposed to manifest something, since I'm near the waters. And when you are near the water, I think okay, why don't I get something today? By the way, why don't I project my ideas today? But I'm not prepared for this. I had not prepared for my family or something. Well, I don't want to manifest anything that has got to do with the family right now. I'm not prepared for that today. For that one, I must fast. At least take at least 1 or even 2 days for fasting. That will be over. So I'm supposed to, yeah. I think what I should focus on right now is the Vivo X200 Pro. That is actually what is important. Hey, and the funny thing about this phone is that I don't know if it will be okay. I cannot record it. So the funny thing is, I said that the funny thing is, okay, yeah. The phone is kind of weird, and by the way, it was created for content creators because the architecture of how it looks like. Okay, basically most of the time you will find that the microphone is just under or even at the bottom part of the phone, the bottom part. But for this case, it's actually very different. The microphone is just on top of actually above the camera on the right. So that's where the microphone is. It's not on the bottom, it's on the top. So whenever speaking to it, and you have placed the by the way, whoever designed this phone designed it for content creation, or even anything that has got to do recording something, and the mic can't be reached on this point because it mostly creates that inconvenience. And most of the time you want to look at the camera, and again, that has a straight angle to the microphone, so it's likely that it will be very efficient to record here. And yeah, look at the camera and even project your voice at the same time, because that will pick the voice instead of now the voice being picked at this point. Of course, it's working in the same principle, but I think it will work very efficient based on that architecture, and this will save you a lot from noise cancellation, or even there are some noise that move around whenever, okay, let's say I'm outdoors, you'll find that at some time there's so much wind that it is affecting the here. So I'm likely to protect the better if I place my hand here, okay, on top of the on top of before actually just near the camera, because it's easier that way than I even often struggle to even put my right hand to protect the camera here. So that's why when I hold my phone with my right hand, I tend to struggle whenever there is a wind, because I know the audio will be affected. Okay, that being said, I was waiting for this. So I was waiting for these people to just move away, not in a bad way, but I felt that these people are just, there were some youngsters here, some very young people here who are playing with the waters. They don't know how much this means to in the spiritual realm. Yeah, you can tap into the energy. So today I just want to manifest that Vivo X200. It is essential for my purpose, okay? Because this when I'll learn Excel, and through it I'll create content creation, and through it is when I'll have more storage than I have right now. Because as what I'll be, by the way, I'll be recording some videos before posting them, so I need to have that in place. So I need to have more storage so that I can store those videos that I'll be uploading maybe 2 days from now. Of course, I'll start with 1-2 videos, post them immediately. 2 videos tomorrow, post them. Do this consistently for about 1 week, and then leave it. Now, on the next week, I start now recording 3. It's just challenging yourself as you are becoming more efficient. They say that you will become a master at something if you practice it for 10,000 hours. Like, I decided to become a mason. You know, I can become a good mason if I practice sculpturing the stones in 10,000 hours. Like, I can be so good at work, and that is about essentially about 3 years or even 4 years. Each and every day I wake up doing that thing, I'll tend to become good at what I do. So yeah, if I start content creation by now, by the end of the year, bro, and remember this is AI and even Excel, so people do need it. People really do need it. So I'll be of value, and people will be looking for all over for me. Yeah, a person paying you $200,000 for a project, I can only imagine that someone could pay that because you have practiced a skill such that you are so good at it, and you are no longer affordable. Of course, there's that point where you'll underestimate your value. Yeah, but you've got to match the skill with that ability. By the way, as it is growing, you tend to, okay, no one now will be able to afford me. Only some specific people will be able to afford me. And remember, I'll be expensive because I'll have mastered my craft. I just realized that there's this game that I had been playing just some years ago. I started playing it. It is called Shooting Battle. Now, let me just vividly describe what this game is about. Now, there's this archery. Is it archery or even archery? Archery, I think archery. That works in this principle of, okay, why are they coming at this point? Why can't they wait for me to go there for about 30 minutes and they do their thing? No, they are bothering. These people are bothersome now. I had a plan to go there and okay. I hope that they won't move further from that to that point, or even from that where they are. But they are here to stay. Anyway. I have a feeling that anyway they won't spend some time. Anytime they won't spend any time longer from this. So yeah, they are disinterested. I'm working out something by the way as I'm sitting here. I'm trying to remove the people that are down there. Okay. It's like I am moving them around so that I can have some time and some space to do my thing. So this girl has some diabs. She looks like a cool kid. Of course, there's a couple, only that I can't record them because someone will see. So, I was saying archery, like you're practicing how to shoot, but now with a bullet and a gun. What do you call that game? I forget the name, but that's basically what the game is about. You are training to hit the headshot part of the aim point, or you are going to hit the stomach. And now there are levels to that. If you hit directly at the bullseye, you get 10 points in the stomach, and if you hit the bullseye in the head using the headshot, that is actually through the headshot, you'll get a 12. So that is how it works. Now, some years back, I logged into this game and I realized kumbe it's an online game. I can play with another person in this game. So I practiced doing this, shooting at the stomach, and I practiced so much that I played with, I think I played with 1,000, 10,000. Okay, I'm not sure if it is 10,000. It's not too much, but at least it's a couple of thousands of people that I've played with until I've gotten so experienced. I now trust my name. So each and every time I used to fear going for the headshot, because when playing this game there's usually some variations, not variations, but I am trying to there are no constants. Okay, there are variants, and by that I mean variants I mean there are things that are changing. What is affecting this shooting, like the bullet going to the bullseye? It's the wind. And every time that I see that the variant, or okay, how do I say this? How do I put this across? It's like more I've run short of words, by the way. Yeah, I used to fear anything that is above wind 0.3, yeah, for the headshot, because I knew for a fact I'm not stable. So I said to myself, okay, so let me just practice this for the time being, because I don't understand how things are going to turn around. Because you must have at least some experience when doing something. And they say that know your craft so well that anything that runs about, or should I say, you are totally aware of anything. As much as you want to know everything, but at least know something about your craft. Know a large portion of whatever you're doing. So I started doing headshots. Oh, no, stomach. And every time I was good at it, I was aiming at 10. And each and every time that I got it, I was getting it. But my motion was a bit unstable. I sometimes was fidgeting using my, there's a way that your emotions will affect whatever you're doing. Okay, will affect your mind, the stability of your mind. See, I played it for about, I don't know, 2, 3, 5 weeks. I'm not sure about that, but it was for a very long time. I played with my opponents for a very long time, many times, and yeah, all that. So it reached the point, okay, the game is now boring. After I think some months later, I installed it again, remembering how good it was, because it is not comparable to any other game. It is just a good game that has got, it is irreplaceable. There are things that are just not replaceable. So I decided to install it again and play it. I remember it occurred to me that kumbe I know how to play this game even after a lot of months not playing it. I quitted it again after playing for a while. So this now my third, I think my third or even my fourth time installing the app again, and I've realized, kumbe guy, I have become so good at what I am doing that no one is now competing with me. Like literally, I can tell you for a fact that no, I trust in my craft so much that I can't compete with anyone. I can only compete with the elites. Like I challenge myself to compete with someone right now in that online shooting battle. There's a likelihood that I'll win, and I will win by a big margin because I know how to play with the psychology. I first start, okay, let me say, okay, let me just describe as it is. Let's say I've been given a target. Mostly it's, what do you call this thing? It's like a kibandiko, like you are given a headshot, so you either have a choice to shoot the stomach or even the headshot. And the stomach doesn't have many points. It just has the 10 points, and even but the headshot has the 12 points. Now, so every time that I'm playing with someone who at least I'm seeing that they have something to display, like they have some skills, it's likely that I'm going to disorient them kidogo. Start with the stomach. So I've seen that they have, okay, let's say my opponent is the one that is starting the game. What I'll do is that I'll note that, and for me I want to go with the stomach. I want to psychologically disarm them. Like they seem like, okay, they'll feel like, okay, they are the kings. I hit a 10 for the first time, and they'll tend to come to me, to my level. They'll tend to come to my level, okay, to compete with me on my level. Okay, sawa, to my level, sawa. I note this, and every time whoever is good at headshot, I've realized they are bad at stomach shots. That's just something that I've just noted, and I'm wondering, and the way the stomach target is actually very big and actually very achievable than the headshot, because there's a little portion of the headshot that is, if you don't have the proper skills and even the training, it's likely that the headshot will just bother you. And every time that I see someone going for the headshot, I know that they are good at it, because no one misses, okay? And if you miss, you don't know the game. I conclude that. But I noted that I go for the 10 to disarm them. By the way, this is a tactic that actually I've learned today and I've tested it to figure out if it is working, and I've realized here, kumbe it's working. So they come to my level and they hit a 7 or an 8 or a 9. Okay, sawa. They again go for the headshot. Sawa, I note it, but I now go for the stomach again. Remembering what I'm doing right now is just disorient them and confuse them. Now after the headshot, they come to the stomach, because you are supposed to play 5 times, like 1 2 3 4 5. That's about 50 points. Yeah, 60 points if you target the 12 times 5. It's 60. Yeah, so it's 5 times. We are each and everyone is supposed to, and overall, if someone becomes a winner by many points than his opponent, he becomes automatically becomes the winner and gets the money from the opponent. Like you are just like playing a bet. Now they reach at this point where, okay, 12, that's about 24. Now plus, let's say 8. 24 plus 8, that's about 8, 12, that's 2. And for me, I'm like 30. I'm at 30 because I've hit 10 times, 10 3 times, so that's 30. So from this point, at this point, I know that these 2 points are very important. I need to win them. So I start now going to the headshot, and every time I've realized kumbe I've become so good, I can even aim a headshot if with even a wind of a strong wind of even 1.5. 1.5 is like half an inch, I think. It's like half an inch. Yeah, it will affect the bullet. Okay, if you aim at a point, the wind is supposed to move it half an inch. Now this depends on the number, the variation. Okay, or even the variable. Actually, I was looking for that word. So the wind is actually very variable. So you have got to know which distance, how much are you going to place your bullet away from the target. It says that 0.01 or 0.00 to even 1.6. That's how far you can go. Even if or even 2. That is if you know how to read the numbers and how much distance that would affect the bullet from going to the target. So I've mastered that, and yesterday is when I actually installed the game. I've discovered wow, kumbe I'm so good at whatever I'm doing. And the way I was fearing the headshot a while back, that ice has been broken. I now trust fully my nini. But this game calls for you to be very emotionally stable and very in control of your emotions, because for that matter, to be very, that is actually what is going to affect your results. You've got to learn how to be calm, trust your trust your skill set so much that I no longer now fear anyone. If I decide to go even, I'm yet actually to go to the next level, but I know that if I compete with even the elites, I'm actually likely to become an elite in this, because my skill set is on another level. Headshots are no longer a thing that I can't try it, because every time that I used to aim at the headshot, I used to miss and hit a 7. You know how much heartbreak that is. And when the mind is subjected to too much, okay, I don't want to say too much, but when the mind is subjected to when the mind is subjected to failing each and every time, it will have trauma, and there's a likelihood that it won't try again that thing. So there's some fear. So I used not to try the headshots because of that feeling, the trauma of every time hitting a 7 instead of a 12. You know, if you miss a 12 in the headshot, you get a 7. Unlike the stomach, where if you miss getting a 10, you might get a 9 at least, or even 8. It is in order, but for the headshot, it's quite not in order. If you miss a 12, you are getting into a 7. That's literally as it is. So it's better to go for the stomach, because again, the advantage that you have when you when you're going for the stomach is that the area of target is big, and I don't understand this, by the way, but it has taught me a lesson. If you are good at your craft, make sure that the basics you have them. Make sure that the basics you have them, because every time everyone who is good at headshots, they are always bad at stomach. I've noted this even when I was playing the other times. Someone who will be good at headshots, they will not be good at stomach shots. That's standard. I don't know how this works, but it's just works that way. Like, it's just automatic. People who are good at headshots, they are not good at aiming. And for me, I wanted to become good at both. Like no one can compete with me. Okay, so I wanted that. And now I'm good at that. By the way, I'm now looking forward to moving even to other levels so I can compete with the elites of the elites. People who you can say that, guy, this person has got a good skill set of aiming to the target. Okay, I didn't note this. My storage is running out. I've just been discontinued, but I wanted to talk about that. I want to go to the elites. I want to play with the elites to the levels that I was fearing that this isn't a good choice. Neither is it a good idea of trying it out. But right now, I think I'm daring enough to challenge myself to that level where you can no longer scare me. See, I trust my skill set. Yeah, you've got to believe yourself in that manner. You've got to believe yourself in yourself so much that you no longer fear anything or even anyone. You are there to challenge yourself and even to learn new tactics. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. But I had no plan of talking about anything today. I honestly was blank. I was actually wondering what I will talk about today. I was actually in the field. But anyway, God is great. God is amazing. Rain is about to fall today. You can see that the clouds are very dark. So yeah, let me actually end this diary. There's no one. I've removed everyone from here so that I can go. At least spend about 20 minutes. Tap into that vibration. I want to get that phone, Vivo X200 Pro. Vivo X200 Pro. I wanted to talk about something sensitive, but I think it's not for today. Let me refrain from talking about it, because I'll start thinking about it, and the moment I start thinking about it, yeah. So yeah, my day is done. I didn't go to church today. It was on a Sunday because I felt like I'm tired. Plus this week I've sinned. But then I've done many sins. We need to just recollect, cleanse, and reflect, and I'll be done in just a few. So yeah, remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.